Students at Sabine Pass ISD worked with early childhood intervention, and they made unique toys for the students that they have there. Students in the class each made their own unique toy, and they handed that out personally to early childhood intervention. All right, first of all, describe your project.
My project was a box shape with 3 different holes with matching blocks pieces that you can slide in and out of the little compartments. And on the sides I put a couple texture areas where the kid who was playing with it could feel around and be able to see the different shapes or feel the different shapes on there. I did this because we were informed that a lot of these kids have problems with texture, and doing this helps them a lot. So
I chose my design for a simple rectangle with 3 simple shapes was because she said that was the one that she didn't have enough of, and that she couldn't really find enough companies or creators that had that one, because that was the most popular and one of the most used ones. And I figured it'd be really simple for young minds and small fingers to grasp the bigger shapes and then put them within the limits.
I chose my design because I know when I was younger that was my favorite toy to play with, and since I loved to play with it so much and I liked challenging myself to see if I could fit the shape. Like I remember somewhat like struggling, and it would take me forever, and I know I got frustrated, and my mom would she would teach me, and I would learn at one point that the little holes, they had to fit specifically in one. The one thing I struggled in most was shapes. So I figured that these kids would love the challenge and it could help them.
So the toy I made was simply a bottle with a screwable cap that had a wide hole in it that you could put pegs into. And this really helps with the hand-eye coordination. And so on one half was the big hole, but on the other side it had 3 specific holes that were much more precise, so you could kind of level up from doing it in the big hole and going to the smaller holes with the pegs.
I made a toy. It was a circular pad with 6 holes and pegs to put inside the holes.
So since we put these designs and made them available online, what are your hopes for people seeing your projects in the future?
Well, my hopes aren't that specifically that they will use our designs, because obviously our designs are very primitive. My hope is that these designs will inspire a wave that will hopefully kind of like raising awareness, really, because people really aren't aware that so many people need these types of toys.
What excited you about creating your design for this project?
What excited me the most was that I knew it was going to be a difficult task. I struggled finding the correct measurements, and I liked that it challenged me to do stuff that I probably thought I couldn't do, and then I ended up doing it in the end, and that's what excited me the most about it.
What are your hopes for the toys that you made? What do you want to see, or how do you want to see them used?
Like for them to be able to play with all the toys and how entertaining it will be for them, just to see all the different shapes and all the.
Made me feel really good, and it made me feel happy knowing that I was able to create something for little kids who don't always get certain toys that are adapted towards them.